the question of caste-based reservations in the Indian education system disturbs me very much. I have often thought about this, and every time I fail to understand the merits of this unusual policy. The objective of the Central Education Institutions Act, or the Reservations in Admissions Act 2006, is to provide for reservations in central educational institutions, established, maintained, and aided by the central government, for students belonging to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. The Constitution of India has made it compulsory for all central educational institutes to reserve 7.5% seats for STs, 15% seats for SCs, and 27% seats for OBCs. This is meant to help the students belonging to SC, ST, and OBCs attain education and for the upliftment of the various classes in the educational sector. Since this is for the betterment of society, what problem could one possibly have with such a system? Well, this is exactly what I wish to highlight today. The basic problem with such a system is that it's not merit-based and puts students of the general class, students who are equally, if not more capable, but do not fall under any category of reservation, at a great disadvantage. Let me explain with an example how this will and is affecting our country on the whole. The IIT JEE examinations are a prerequisite to get into the prestigious Indian Institutes of Technology. Students work extremely hard, as only the highest achievers can get an admission into these institutes. While the students who do not fall under any quota or who do not have any seats reserved for their respective communities slog like crazy to get an admission into the IITs, this other class of students who know they can get an admission into the institutes regardless do not work half as much. At times, they get their marks in the negatives. Yes, you heard me right, they get their marks in the negatives and still manage to secure a seat for themselves in these institutes because of the reservations. Imagine these students going on to become the builders of our nation. Unfortunately, most of these students have no idea about the subjects they are studying, and neither do they know much about the streams they have chosen, forcing them to drop out midway. This is a wastage of a precious seed. It is a big loss of opportunity for the higher merited students and a great demoralizer for them, prompting them to seek their higher education in other countries, resulting in a brain drain. This brain drain is a prime reason that our country has not made industrial progress in all these years. We are the youth of today. These reservations lead to the loss of opportunities for all of us, and this is increasing by the day. Why should we be the ones to suffer for such a policy, for a policy that isn't really benefiting anybody? I, for example, aim to be a doctor. As it is, it's extremely hard to secure a seat in a medical college. To top it, a large number of seats are reserved for students, be it on the basis of religion, caste, community, leaving hardly any seats for students of the general class. So, there is a far lesser chance of me getting an admission and securing a seat in a medical college, an institute and stream of my choice. And this is a problem that many students like me, like each and every one of you, is facing all across the nation and will continue to face as we proceed with our studies. This problem can be fixed. A simple solution is to update the list of classes falling under SC, ST and OBCs. Since these classes have been progressing and benefiting because of this system of reservations over the years, the progress is conspicuous. This progress is indicated by economical, social, and educational welfare. It must be analyzed and taken into consideration, and steps must be taken towards eliminating these classes from the list of reservations. These classes must be left to fend for themselves among the general population, and this would result in an assimilation of classes. And it would also gradually decrease the percentage of seats reserved to a point where it is almost nil. Another solution, although admittedly a tad tough to implement, would be to educate the people to change their train of thought. We must understand that maybe we should not treat these classes as inferiors. We should give them equal opportunities, and this change in mindset of people would result in only competent and worthy students getting an admission into the institute of their choice, giving them an opportunity to train themselves, to bring out their true potentials and sharpen their skills in the chosen field. If we succeed in this endeavor, there is no need for us to vie to get into those Ivy League universities abroad, because our educational system will rise to be the best globally. Thank you.